What's going on, world? It's your boy. Oh, let me switch hands. All right, what's going on, world? It's your boy Steve Dab 317 back with another video. This is not a reaction video. This is actually about the Trackhawk. Let me get this camera flipped around. So I know you probably heard me talk about it periodically. I don't show it on my channel a lot, but I basically sometime last year I ended up taking this Jeep Trackhawk. I put some 26-inch 4G auto concentrated big caps on it, then I did this really detailed custom Star Wars wrap. Right, it's got the different episodes on it. It's not all dark side, although it's mainly Darth Maul themed, but right, mainly Darth Maul themed. But you know, today I realized that well, not really just today, but I realized I'm going to be doing something different. So I've decided that out with the old, in with the new. Let me get this camera set up. But basically, I'm going to be removing this Star Wars wraps. And I'll chat a little bit while I'm doing it. But basically, the main reason is, one second. The main reason why I'm taking this wrap off is because, for those of you who know me, you know I've got I think 4 or 5 relatively small businesses that I run, and I was out wherever I was, and I was thinking I've put, and this wrap was a little bit over $4 grand. I got it done over at Killer Wraps out east, but I put like a little bit over $4 grand into this wrap, and I'm driving around advertising a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. Whereas what I should have done was took this wrap and made it like a wrap for one of my companies. That would have made a lot more sense if I was going to be driving around marketing for somebody else or whatever. And, hindsight's 2020. I'm still a big Star Wars fan. I still love the wrap, but I am going to go, as you can see right now, I am going to be pulling it off, and I don't know, just kind of getting back to the original where it was. Once I get this thing pretty close to being back to stock, but I have enough time once I finish this. I'll take those 4Gs off also. I've got the factory 20-inch wheels that I'll put on. But this is not going to be easy, but that's all right. I do have a heat gun. It's on the other side of the garage. I may grab it here in a moment, see if it helps me out a bit, but it's not incredibly difficult. I won't say it's easy, but it's definitely not incredibly difficult. One thing that, and I don't know if, let me see if I get the camera to zoom in. I honestly forgot how nice this red line pearl, I don't know if I can find a good angle, but I honestly forgot how good that red line pearl tube paint job that's on here, the factory paint job, how good it looks. It hasn't been ceramic coat or anything like that. Once I get this off, and I can see there's little small remnants of around the edge, like an adhesive or something they use to kind of help the wrap, I guess, to stick. Real thin. I'm imagine some Goo Gone or something like that to get that off. But listen, I'm going a different direction. I am going to be putting together something else. It's going to be a lot different than this. I'm not really, it's not going to be speed based. I'm going to get back into the music side of things, which is, when I started working on cars, that was honestly, that was how I got my start. I was a bass head. I had a 1986, yeah, Ford Thunderbird that had, well, the car was $500. Got it from one of our neighbors. Don't remember how many miles it had on it, but I probably put about 10 grand ballpark into the music in that thing. And back then, at that point in time in my life, it seemed to make perfect sense. I guess now, like I said, hindsight's 2020. Now I look at things like, I probably could have found something a bit more productive or meaningful to do with my money. Speaking of which, on that note, how I mentioned, I'm trying to find the edge. Basically, what I'm doing, if you never removed a wrap, I've never removed a wrap. So basically what I'm doing is just walking my hands around to where I can find like an edge somewhere near a corner. And once I find an edge, I start peeling it up and just kind of walking my fingers along. But basically, speaking of finding better ways to spend my money, that's really part of the reason why the Trackhawk is about to be on a chopping block. Because between the wheels, well, between the Jeep, the warranty, I'm still running the full warranty. Well, I guess now I'm in the extended warranty maybe or whatever, but I still got like a bumper to bumper warranty. But between the cost of the 4Gs, the Jeep, the warranty, and other little small performance mod things I've done, I'm at like 100K on this Jeep. And like I had a trip scheduled this past weekend, no, weekend before last, where I went down to Miami, actually Homestead, but flew to Miami, then drove down to Homestead for my uncle's 70th birthday party. Had a blast there, spent a lot of time with family. This actually it's not that bad. At least on this part it's not. I had a blast at that party, and then after that I flew up to Atlanta. I had a layover in Atlanta. I was on my way to Houston from there. There's supposed to be that fight with Charlo, but also on that fight card, which is really the main reason I was going, Frank Martin, who I met a few years ago, real cool guy, great man, great. He's a phenomenal. If you're not familiar, look him up. Frank the Ghost Martin. He's a southpaw. Man, he's the real deal, and I'm excited to see, what comes about with his entire career. But that's who I was really going to see. He was fighting on an undercard, but then Charlo pulled out with a back injury. But I already had my flights booked, so I ended up going down there. I've got family in Houston also, so I left Miami, went to through Atlanta to get to Houston. Spent a little bit of time down there. Got to see my nephew for the first time in person. I've got a new nephew in the family, and I know it was a lot of fun. But the more important thing is, like, once I got to spend a lot of time with family and realize how fun it was traveling. If you've been following my channel, you notice I've talked about, like, I've just never been big into traveling. I guess maybe because we didn't do a lot as a kid, it just never really piqued my interest. But now that I'm starting to travel a little bit, I'm like, man, there's so much more to see in the world. So I'm really like, with what I've got into this Jeep, I'd rather take that money and just schedule a series of trips with my family, and and I guess to an extent I could say, well, I could keep the Jeep and still be able to do that stuff, which I could, but like, I mean, it's, I don't know, it gets old. And I'll say another one of the things that gets really old with this Jeep is babysitting. Like, anybody who has a Mopar, like, you know exactly what I'm talking. Especially if you got a Mopar, if you got any version of a Hellcat, Trackhawk, Hellcat, Durango, man, honestly, like the Scats too, like 392. Most of the Mopars that don't have a V6 in them, like you got to spend a lot of time babysitting them. Especially Trackhawks. Like, I can't drive it like out to eat or want to go to the mall shopping, because it's just a matter of time before the youngsters decide, man, that'd be a fun joyride, and I guess you can go the route of getting a Revelco system, which helps, but I mean, they still pushing them and stripping them for parts when they want to. And like I said, it's not one of those I can decide, hey, I'm just gonna leave it parked out in the driveway for the night, or because like I said, when people see the opportunity, usually they try to take advantage of it. Let me shift this camera just a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much where I am. Let's say that's why I'm making this transition. I'm probably about to stop giving an overview, stop talking so much, and just kind of get to trying to get this wrap removed. But I figured I would go live. Periodically, I'll go over and check if anyone has questions or anything like that. I don't know, I guess you can put them in I'm over it, like I'm sweating. Yeah, definitely on the smaller pieces, you can see like a thin strip of some type of adhesive or something they put on there. I really do like this color. This is probably why I purchased the. The color probably has a lot to do with why I purchased this Jeep in the first place. I really like this color. All right, I've got to take this off, which I don't know. What I'm gonna do is pull from around and probably just tear it, and then I'll go back and get rid of those small pieces. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, stack. I keep trying to find this camera. Uh-oh. The camera is actually sitting on a box from we just had a birthday party the other day. And I'm trying to find a way of propping it up. I'll figure out something else here in a bit, maybe. Again, I'm on the bottom corner of the door. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but maybe you can. I'm just kind of using my nail, trying to find the edge. But once I get it started, and you know, I don't, maybe this has something to do with the quality of wrap that they use or how they apply it or something. I don't know, but like once I get it started, like it's pretty straightforward. It's just, you know, a little bit of muscle. So I've got the door not closed fully, but I've got it like to the point where it's latched. So if I'm pulling against it, it's not the door is not swinging all over the place. Work up this edge. Yeah, see that's underneath. That's underneath that trim piece. Work this bottom edge real quick. I think the easiest way is to pull up all the edges and then work your way towards the center. At least that's how it seems. Because as long as I get the edges and they don't tear, the rest of it I think will pretty much be a breeze. Yeah, I don't know how much easier the heat gun would actually make it. Like it's not extremely difficult, so yeah, I think this is way behind this mirror. Alright, got all my edges except for my top edge. Fold this over onto itself. I was thinking about keeping part of this, like just using, I don't know what I would do with it. It'll probably just be more junk I've accumulated. It'll sit around and I'll throw it away years later. So. Got a blade somewhere. Maybe I should get it. Yeah, I think I'm going to take off as much as I can without having to get out my screwdriver and stuff and removing the pieces from the Jeep. This will work even better. And basically, just cut along this edge carefully so I don't scratch the paint. I think once I get the wrap cut, it'll start tearing, like right along that line. Close enough. So I'll show you what I mean. So, flip this camera around. So, like, is that a scratch? Oh no, it comes out. That's that adhesive stuff. Yes, I use spit or sweat or whatever I had near me. But anyways, so right here on that top edge, you can kind of see where there's still part of the wrap. And what I really need to do is go to remove this trim piece. I know there's a, both there, probably something at the other end. That way I can kind of get that fully off. But again, like there's the, so we're going from, you know what? I never thought about doing like half and half, like just with leaving Darth Maul on the door. And but anyways, now we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay the course. Get all this removed. I really like that color. That's crazy. All right, let me get this camera turned back around and figure out. I gotta set this thing somewhere so I can actually show what I'm doing. It's like all right, that's decent, I guess. Yeah, at least the Jeep is in the picture. I don't really need to be. I've got on my Sunday's best today. Old pants, sweat workout plans. They have paint on them and a free t-shirt I got from the Indy Night Ride and some flip-flops. That's about as good as it get. Never been big into fashion. It's just, I don't know, it's just not my thing. Or the drip or swag or whatever y'all call it. I don't know. It's just never been a priority in my life. So, if you are into it, kudos to you. Trying to get enough of this up so I can get my nail underneath it. Maybe I should start at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Well, the good news is the Jeep is pretty clean underneath where the wrap was. So I guess once I'm ready to take it out or go sell it, whatever I'm going to do, I won't have to go through cleaning it. Just got to get that adhesive or whatever removed from it. Man, this is like work. There we go. Actually, you know, I gotta move the phone anyway because I'm gonna have to open this door to get in there. Let's see, how's this gonna work? I wonder. You know what I might be able to do this with one hand. Let me try this for a minute. I may be able to do this with one hand. There's that. Man, look how much dirt and stuff has gotten in between that little crevices and whatnot. Uh-oh. I lost my edge at the top. Wait a minute. The heck? Oh yeah, I lost my edge at the top. Let me. Dang it, and I lost it at the top and bottom. Working the bottom it. Hey, you know what? Most people don't notice, but I actually have a underbody. I've got like an underbody light, LED light kit or whatever on here, which I literally forget about more often than not. New transmission. It is something I had replaced on here. But yeah, I've got an underbody LED kit, which literally is almost never on. Most of the time I forget it's on there. But when I turn it on, usually I'll turn it red just to kind of, or like a running red light to match the wrap. Well, this is like for real work. So yeah, like small edges like that, I think I'm gonna have to save that for another day because if I get out these big pieces, I'm gonna take a bit of a break. All right, that's most of that. Man, this thing is filthy. All right, there is the majority of it. If you've never seen the interior, it's got it's all black well, mostly all black interior, the carbon fiber. It's got the Laguna leather, I think that's what it's called, upgrade. So like this is leather instead of suede. Middle of the seats is leather instead of suede. It got the panoramic sunroof, red seat belts, and everything else that comes like the what is that, Harman Kardon, whatever. That speaker system that comes with the leather upgrade or whatever. So, but that's pretty much it. Nothing magical on the inside. Yo, but like, I'm legit over here sweating, like, really sweating. But that's all right. Work through this bottom edge. And yeah, this is, all things considered, this isn't it's not super difficult to remove. Well, at least when you're on a smaller parts. I think this is two separate pieces. Yeah. All right. So there's Yoda. You know what? Now this piece of vinyl, I may keep that. I may try to see if I can't salvage that. So let me be a little bit more careful here. And boom. I'm gonna lay this flat. Not next to my red Jeep, but next to my little one's red Jeep, which is actually pretty dope. While I'm here and wasting time, look at this. And it's one of those. Oh, she's got. Hey, this is real. These actually have real leather seats in them. So that's the brand Moderno kids. And there's a remote control somewhere, but it's got music and radio and lights and all kind of little wheel lights, underbody kit. Pretty cool little Jeep. All right, anyways, back to business. You know, one other reason why I probably need to be taking this wrap off, because this Jeep is, from the times I have been out driving, it's probably a little bit hot. Cause I guess my thing is this: I'm not about to buy something that got over 700 horsepower to not use all of it. So you should take that for what it's worth. I do try to be mindful. Most of my moments of really pushing the Jeep to any type of its limits, usually I try to find like a back road or something, like somewhere out in the country, somewhere where, like, if something goes wrong, it's just me out there in the middle of some cornfields or something like that. And, you know, at that point, it is what it is. Corn to grow back. You know, I haven't done extreme damage to anybody's property, but yeah, I still have my moments periodically. It is fun in that sense. All right, I don't know if I can do this part with one hand. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to probably hit the edge first anyways. So yeah, I read online that the ease to remove a car wrap, it's probably one of my favorite parts right here. Just the face of Darth Maul and the amount of detail that's into the imagery here. But I've read online that the ease of removing a wrap comes down to the quality, or a lot of it has to do with the quality of the vinyl that whoever applies your wrap used. Like I said, this one was done over at Killer Wraps. If I remember or think about it, I'll put a link to their website or whatever in the description. Oh man! All right, let me try a big pull real quick. Oh, you know what? Let's get this out the way. I think they did a good job. I mean, it's my first time getting a vehicle wrapped. I've always been more into paint. At least I always thought I was more into paint. Never tried wraps, but based off what I wanted to do and how much detail I wanted into it, it would have, I don't know, to have somebody paint this Jeep like this, one, I pretty much would have had to keep it. Because I know I would have paid, oh man, I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. For this amount of detail with paint, I would guess probably 15-ish grand, maybe. That's just a ballpark guesstimate. I don't paint, I don't know exactly, but I know there's a lot into it. And getting a wrap, it was like, you know, a third of that. A third of that price, so. Huh. I do find that when I'm pulling at angles instead of straight across, it's definitely a little easier to get this thing moving. So. Oh, man. All right, so this camera's got to sit down. Like I've got to use two hands. Hope I can find the. Let me see the. Uh-oh. That's almost perfect. The stroller for the win. Assuming it stays there. Oh, you know what? Listen, one concern I had, I was wondering if like the wrap would pull off the clear coat on the Jeep. That was one concern I had, which so far I haven't seen anything like that happen, which is good. I got a feeling somebody's gonna watch this video who is like an expert with wraps and tell me like there is a way easier way of doing this. save me a ton of time. Okay. So that'll be moved up to that point. And that blade, put it over here. This is one part where I need to be careful. Should probably cut up and away from the paint. That would make a bit more sense. And again, I'm just getting the wrap started. Oh, that one's pretty that was pretty clean. Compared to the other ones I've done, that was pretty clean. Man, so this is, how long has this video been going? Oh wow, 30 minutes. So I would imagine to do the entire to get off the majority of the wrap, we'll say. So what, 30 minutes? That's also with me running my mouth. So probably just put that on the ground. Close the blades on the Jeep. What, maybe 30 minutes per side if I wasn't trying to hold the camera and wasn't running my mouth. I think that's a fair assessment. 30 minutes per side, 30, 60, and a hood in front. I don't know, what, two and a half hours maybe? 2 hours? I don't know. And remember, I'm just getting the bulk of it off. So like there's little, like the pieces where like they've removed stuff and screwed it back in. So it looks, you know, good or whatever. Like I have to go in, remove some trim pieces. I know these require a star screw. And it's at the end. Okay. Well, that's not difficult. So I don't know. Maybe 2 hours to do it all. Cause I've already got a star. Let's see this real quick. So it's just these 2 screws, which I'm pretty sure it is. Here's one. Screw on top of the Jeep next to the blade. And this one. If it's just those 2, meaning I don't have to take out the inside door panel, screw on top of the Jeep next to the blade. And yes, oftentimes I have to talk myself through what I do so I don't forget to, just so I don't forget where I put things. So that's something I found that works for me. And that is a negative. There is another point somewhere in here, at least one more point. So yeah, I may have to take off that door panel. Before I do that, I will probably, well, if I can catch the edge. Oh no, they've got it wrapped way back. So yeah, I'll probably have to take off that door panel. So 2.5 hours, I'm guessing, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that, to fully remove a wrap off a Jeep Grand Cherokee. That is my unprofessional opinion. It's a complete guess. I don't really know. I'm just basing it off how long it's taken me to do what I've done so far. Boom. See, if every piece was easy like that, I'd be doing this thing in no time. I really like this color. Like, I haven't seen this, like, man, I haven't seen this Jeep this color in, I guess, since last year, almost a year. Come on. So reaction videos, listen real quick while I'm, hold on. Let me find my edge first, and then. like this part seems to have a lot of adhesive or something on it. I can't get that edge lifted. There we go. From the top going down. There it is. So reaction videos. Man. I've said this before, I love music. Love doing reaction videos. When time permits, I'm all for uploading on a daily basis and gives me something to do. In my fields, most of them, the summertime is typically when things pick up. As a result, I'm a lot more busy, and I have to spend a lot of my available time doing things that put food on the table, you know. So I still listen to music, you know. I still keep up to date on things, and I just don't necessarily have time to sit and you know, figure out an arrangement with the little ones and my wife so I can record uninterrupted and things like that. So, oh, they took off the. All right. So yeah, the tail light assemblies, they took those off also. This is cut pretty deep in there. Huh. That's a lucky pull. So yeah, that pretty much is gonna do it for the one side of the Jeep. Man, the wider these pieces get, the more surface area. Oh wow, interesting. So I just hit the first spot on the Jeep where I feel like it's leaving a decent amount of adhesive on it. But again, like, I'm pretty sure I can run some Goo Gone on it. Let it sit for a little bit, and then it'll be fine. And it's just right here along this thin band right here. Everything else feels about like normal. I actually can't wait to get it out, get the goo off, get it cleaned up, and I don't see what it looks like in the sun. I will say I'm glad I didn't paint it at one point in time. Ooh. Bro, that just snapped, and I hit myself in the mouth with my knuckle. I think I busted my lip. Oh. I can't remember the last time I've been hitting my mouth. Huh. Well, there you have it. Sheesh. All right, so hey, when you're pulling long strips, don't pull towards your face, because at some point if that vinyl gives, you end up feeling. Here's some more of those up near the front window. There was a couple more. Man, that's crazy. Just my luck, my lips gonna swell up. I'm gonna go in the house. My wife's gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to you?" I'll probably say I don't want to talk about it. All right. Boom. I really You know, I'm gonna stop saying it, but I really like legitimately do. Let me do one more. I legitimately do like this color. Well, it's not a good angle. I do still have my supercharged badges. They go down there and where it says yeah, Grand Cherokee and supercharged, and I've got the Trackhawk badge that goes on the back. I don't know that I'll put any of that back on there. I don't know, kind of like it being the badge. Yeah, I don't know. I guess y'all can let me know y'all thoughts, but this paint has like a pearl to it. I don't know if I can find that angle that kind of shows it. Not really. Maybe once I pull it out in the sun. But yeah, overall, so this is the look now. But I haven't taken the wheels off yet. I've still obviously got the bottom bumper. I've got the back and the hood, things like that. But let me get back to work. And listen, I'm being 100. I don't have like anything exciting to reveal or say or anything like that in this live video. There's nothing, I don't know, ground shaking, earth rattling, nothing like that. I figured I've got to learn how to start doing these live videos anyways. And this just seemed like an opportunity to kind of hit record and go live. If there's anybody who maybe wanted to see me remove the wrap, you know, they could tune in and check it out. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe if somebody's looking to remove their own wrap or something, they're wondering if they can do it. I'm just sharing my non-professional experience. Emphasis on that non-professional part. I'm just kind of making it up and learning as I go. But it doesn't seem too bad. I wish I could listen to music while I was doing this. I guess I could put on headphones, but if I play music, that'll probably block the video or something. So I don't want to do that. Whew. All right. I keep seeing small things like, is that a scratch? And then it's like dust or dirt or, you know. And I haven't seen the Jeep, like the actual Jeep without the wrap in a while. Not to mention, you know, if they had done anything while they had it, wrapping it, like I had no way of knowing. Great company though. It seemed like they were pretty meticulous and took their time and did it right. Oh, they wrapped that entire. Yeah, fish that out later. Even like in here, like they really wrap this thing pretty deep. I guess that's important to kind of make it. Oh, no, they didn't. Yeah. Well, I'm moving now. This part back here is definitely easier than the sides, I'll tell you that much. And I'm starting to remember what it looked like. And alright, let's get some of these small pieces out of here that are easy to get. Yeah, they took this whole assembly off because this wrap is super deep into that groove. So just get off the parts. It's easy. Let's see. That looks decent. There's one little corner here. Get rid of that. All right, I think that brings me to the, oh, guess I shouldn't have closed that, huh? To the back of the Jeep. Oh, my, you know, as it was going up, I realized I probably should have went on ahead and took the license plate off while it was in that down position, but I'll at least try to get this edge peeled up if I can. I have a video and I'm going to upload it. Maybe I'll combine before. Oh, this is a live video, isn't it? Say maybe I'll combine it with this one. But basically, I've got the video of when the Jeep got wrapped. Also, pretty cool video. It's like a minute long or something. What the heck was that noise? Why's that dark right there? There we go. That's most of it. Okay, that'll work. Alright, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Still trying to work my way around this edge. Oh, they took off the light assembly also. Okay. Okay, I'm recording. But okay, thank you. Oh, that's good news. Dinner's ready. So, I will, 8:35, we get to a stopping point sometime soon so I can go eat and get ready for a busy Monday. I've got some personal training in the morning. I've got at least 2 real estate photo shoots. I need to follow up on a mobile home that a lady says she's interested in selling. So obviously follow up is key. What else do I have tomorrow? I don't know. Obviously family time. And I really need to get back on my workout grind too. That's what I need to start making sure I make time for that. That's one of the, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the camera over here closer to me. But one of my issues I have is that like I'll start getting busy and like I get so busy I start neglecting my workouts, and that's something I really never want to do. But it's just, that lack of consistency, which is probably why I don't have the results that I would like to have at the moment. There's nobody to blame. It's just a lack of discipline, a lack of consistency, and I think it probably applies to most of us when it comes to our wellness journey. Like, I don't think most things or most realistic goals, they're not like impossible. It's just, I think sometimes we neglect to prioritize, wellness. But when it's all said and done with, like, you figure even if like I didn't have my physical health right now, like I wouldn't be able to get out here and do this on my own, you know. That's why oftentimes you hear people say health is our first wealth. I'm talking about personal training tomorrow and doing photo shoots and trying to close deals, but heck, if I didn't have my health, if I was feeling ill, I wouldn't be able to do any of that. So I gotta remember that, like, taking care of my body is extremely important. Real quick, I watched one of those, like, video thing, memes, videos or something, whatever it's called, and it was and I see it recurring, but it was like something along the lines of like sleep. I can sleep when I die. Sleep is for the weak or something, or rich people don't sleep, or something like that. And like, I can remember probably being in my maybe 20s where something like that maybe would have resonated with me, But as I've gotten older and wiser, and as I've generated more over the years, I've realized like that's probably one of the worst pieces of advice that people could be given. When you're sleep deprived, you're never fun. Like, what you accomplish when you're tired is nothing in comparison to what you could accomplish off a good night of rest. And I don't get 8 hours every night, but I do try to do my best. But like that constantly grind, I tried that for a while, and you know what it got me? It got me to the point where for the first time in my life, and this is probably, I don't know, I was maybe it's probably like 30, 31 maybe. But for the first time in my life, I had anxiety attacks. And like, for me being somebody who's been so health conscious and active and try to monitor what I eat, like, it caught me off guard. And at the time, I didn't know what was going on with my body. Finally, a doctor, she just pretty much told me, was like, this is like, so what I was doing, and I start businesses. That's kind of a thing to me. But basically what I was doing was working, like personal training, starting at like 4 or 5 a.m. and doing that throughout the day. Then at night I was writing workouts and trying to do my marketing, build my website, and just a lot of stuff. So I was to the point where like I was staying up to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then the next morning waking back up at like 5 a.m. and I was doing this Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, I was leading like Saturday boot camp classes. So I was waking up early Saturday morning, putting together classes, making sure I go in there with a ton of energy. And like, I was doing that. So that was my Monday through Saturday. And then on Sunday, usually it was a whole lot of planning and trying to like just take care of all the administrative side of stuff, making sure my taxes and stuff are up to par and keeping my books together, and yeah, just bookkeeping stuff. And that's pretty much the majority of my day on Sunday. So basically around the clock I was doing that, and I was making some decent money, but I was always on the go. And my first signs of the anxiety attacks was and I'll never forget, I was in bed one night, and like I was asleep, but I was training somebody, and I don't know, it felt like I was really training somebody. But then so like my wife wakes me up. She's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool." Why? She's like, "Cause you're literally counting reps while you're laying there asleep." And I just laughed it off. I didn't think more much about it. But then it just progressed and it got worse. And I realized that like this constantly grinding, like, it's not a way of living life. And you know, I was blessed and fortunate to get to a point in life where I have uh, I have humbly accumulated enough to be comfortable. You know, I don't you won't see a Lamborghini in my driveway or anything like that at the moment. But you know what I mean. I'm okay. You know what I mean. But as I approach that point, I realized that like all these years that I've spent in pursuit of money and thinking finances are super important, and like uh, as you start reaching those goals and knocking them down, what you realize is like money, it, it's just money. Like I'm not gonna say it doesn't have value. Yes, it's important, but I mean it. When it's all said and done with, like money is just money. Let's go do that. You know, but what I realized, like time that I spend with my family, with my kids, with my wife, you know what I mean? Like that's the stuff that really matters. You know, like take his Jeep for example. A thief can come in the middle of the night and steal this Jeep. Like anything is possible. You know what I mean? But like you know, I talked about earlier in this video, I talked about like going on vacations and experiencing things and traveling the world. Like those memories, those experiences, like a thief can't come steal those from me. You see what I'm saying? That's something I get to keep here forever, you know, and to me it carries far more value than you know, again, we'll use a Jeep for an example. It's like something materialistic, you know. So like I don't know if there was any one piece of advice I was going to add to this little live video or whatever, I would say like if you are one of those people who feel like you need to constantly be in pursuit of chasing money and always about grinding and hustle, like I would just, I'm not knocking your hustle, I would just encourage you to just take some quiet time, like not with music playing, just some time by yourself, you know, not with your phone notifications going off and interrupting you, but just take a moment of time and just sit and really reflect and just try to determine like what's really important in life, you know, and that's different for everybody. You know, I'm not saying the way I do things the way everybody else has to do them, but like when it comes to chasing the bag or getting the bag as they call it, like I'm telling you, man, that money comes and money goes, man. And I think the sooner that we learn that, the better we start appreciating more important things in life. You know, the more we start appreciating just waking up in the morning. And yeah, man, I know I'm hungry because I'm getting weak to the point where I can barely pull the vinyl off. All right, so let me try this angle. Okay, that helped. Sometimes it's just the angle. And I've got probably what 85% of the wrap off now. By the way, I'm going to get rid of these rims. So if you know anybody looking for some 26-inch 4G auto, I don't even know what's the bolt. I don't know the bolt pattern on those. Slightly staggered. You know, message me on, I don't think you can message on YouTube, but on Instagram or whatever, name is the same, Steve Dad 317. Message me on there, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do just like a giveaway or something, or I don't know. But so I don't have anything else to put them on. What I'm about to get. Hold on. Man, they must have took this off also. Yeah, so some of those pieces where I can't get the entire thing off easily, I am going to no. Don't open. I am going to do that. Let me see if I can get around this edge right here. Yeah, some of the smaller pieces, that'll be another date. But for the most part, the wrap is, for the most part, is, dang, I missed a big old piece over here. For the most part, the Sith Hulk, the Star Wars wrap, has been completely removed. just ugly. There we go. Yep, I got most of that off. All right, so the last thing, so listen, hold on. So I've got, let's do a quick walk around. So I've got this strip right here, which I got a feeling I'm gonna have to put my phone down and use two hands to tend to that. But this side of the Jeep, it's like that. I did not oh, dang, I forgot about this. Hold on. Oh, this isn't, I tell you, these thin pieces are like pretty much easy to, man, look at that adhesive on there. Pretty much easy to, super easy to pull. So there's that now. So I got this thin strip back here. I'm sure there's some small pieces. I don't know if I did the very bottom over here. Oh, I did, underneath the doors. I never had the very top of the Jeep wrap because I am not very tall. And like I told them, I can't see the top of it, so I could care less if it's visible or not. And then here's that side. Obviously, I got, oh, that worked decent. I've got to take off these trim pieces to get this and do it the right way. Bottom of this side, more scraps. And then it's just probably my most favorite part of the entire, oh yeah, the front bumper. I forgot about all that. So yeah, I pretty much just got the hood to take the wrap off. The front bumper, as soon as I can find the corner, get the hood off. So it's nice they didn't wrap it super deep around the edge, but I think I'm gonna do the same thing here, like I was saying on the other part. Just work my way around the edge and then use that to get to the middle. I do have the hood lift. I mean, I have it popped. It's popped, but it's still latched. That way it doesn't, you know, lift up completely every time I try to pull the wrap. But I just figured I wouldn't want it. I don't know. I didn't know if I would need to get into this little space in between. So that's why you hear that noise of it shifting. All right. I was talking about getting to a stopping point. Honestly, I'm probably going to, I'm going to just go ahead and at least finish the big pieces of the wrap. You know what? Where's my key? Here's, hey, I want to hear a code start. This is something I don't know if I've ever, hold on real quick. I got to move some stuff out the way. I don't know if I've ever shown any videos of the code start on here. It's borderline ridiculous, I guess. Oh, you know what? New move. You cannot start these with the, unless the hood is shut. Move my heat. There's my little heat gun. Connect. And miles are racking up. Half. I'm gonna go pull this partially out the garage to give myself some room up front to work. There we go. Much better. But yeah, I would pick back off wherever I was, but completely lost my train of thought. So actually, since I moved this, I can probably set the camera down and use two hands again, which means I can, yep, it's gonna work. to using two hands, no doubt. At least for me it is. There you go. Now this will be interesting. With as much heat as the supercharger puts off, I wonder if this is going to be like, I don't know, more difficult to get off or kind of melt it on. Alright. Should be good enough for me to catch an angle. Not gonna quit. Not gonna give up. Oh man, they take those off. Definitely don't want to break that. You know, one of the first days I took this thing out to Riverside, I had one of the. I had walked away, you know, I parked and walked away or whatever. And a group of kids were looking. I say kids, when somebody's like in their 20s or whatever, I just usually just say kids, but they, group of kids, apparently they had a whole conversation about it. It was like, no, I was walking back by and they were talking about like, yeah, like man, I'm pretty sure they make the type of roller supposed to be on there. That's a fake Trackhawk. So I just laughed. I told them, you know, they more than willing to pull up anything they came in, or anything they get their hands on, and we can line it up and run it for, you know, a few dollars, and they can decide from there. But then I was in Ohio at one of the car shows in Ohio, and a dude came. And he, this is before I put the wrap on. He's like, "Oh man, that's nice, boy. You should have got the Trackhawk though." I was like, "Yeah, right on, man." I'm to the point where like I don't argue with people. I know what's underneath the hood. I know what it does. That's all that really matters. Sometimes I think people just like to say something. You know, whether it has much logic or reason behind it or not. I bet you they took these scoops out also. Woo! You know what? I'm tripping. Maybe I should try this heat gun I keep talking about. See if it makes it any easier. Hey, I can burn a hole through it. I don't know. If I knew what I was doing, the heat gun probably is easier. I don't, so I'm gonna just leave it where it is and go from there. I don't don't know if this is all one piece or not, so I'm trying to start in this far corner. There we go. Uh-oh. And they're turning up. Yeah, I think it is one piece. I do want to show y'all something real quick. They let me get through this, but just some of the small attention to detail, like where all my sensors are, and they actually went on ahead and wrapped that part and put a bit of wrap like right over the middle of where the sensor is, like where it's not actually, I don't know, that's hard to explain, but there's just some small things I feel like they really took their time to make sure they did very well. Man. They wrap down here, ain't nobody even go see. Go. Yeah. What? It looked like there was a black mark or a back spot, like the paint was gone, but it's just part of the wrap that's separated from the clear coat or something. I'll have to come back through and get off. Well, despite me truly enjoying all the conversations I've had with so many great people, especially Star Wars fans, and you know, people going out of their way to take pictures. I know it's just been a lot of fun, but I had a few people say, "Why don't you just sell the Jeep with the wrap on it?" So I thought about it for a moment, but then I was like, you know what? I put so much into helping and finalize the design on this, and the fact that I know it's the only one and will probably only ever be the only one, because they don't make Trackhawks anymore. I was like, you know what? It's just something I kind of would rather kind of just keep it to myself, you know. So for those of you who got to see it in person, or who have pictures or videos, that's awesome. You upload anything, tag me in it. I see some of them just in my feed or whatever. Yeah, this is the end of the Trackhawk. Ouch. Knuckles. One more big piece. One more. I'm almost there. Terrifying. Oh man. All right, so there she is. Back to close to minus the 4Gs, but back to well, this didn't come on there from the factory. Hold on. There we go. Ooh. Back to its original. You know what's crazy? I was about to take off down the street, but I forgot I took the license plates off. Oh yeah, and this last strip. Well, I'm gonna end the video. I'm gonna do the last strip on my own, but she is back to Red Line Pearl 2 and on her way out the door. Hey, for everybody who watched, appreciate you watching. What's this button? You can have filters on here? What? Huh. Anyways, don't need a filter. Just go normal. Appreciate everybody who watched. Steve Dab 317, and I am signing out.